Ladies and gentlemen, friends and fellow travelers on this journey of life, today I invite you to take a bold step towards emotional freedom, peace of mind, and personal mastery. The understanding toxic people without taking their behavior personally is one of the most important steps in protecting your emotional well-being. Toxic individuals often act out of their own pain, insecurity, and dissatisfaction. Their negativity is a mirror reflecting their inner struggles, not an honest assessment of your character. When you internalize their words and actions, you allow their chaos to disrupt your peace. Mastering the art of dealing with toxic people begins with the awareness that what they say and do is about them, not you. Instead of reacting emotionally to their criticism or manipulation, observe their behavior with calm detachment. Recognize that their need to control, belittle, or hurt others is rooted in their own fear or frustration. This understanding doesn't excuse their behavior, but it frees you from the burden of carrying their negativity. Many times we fall into the trap of trying to explain ourselves, defend our actions, or win their approval. But toxic people are not interested in understanding you. They are only interested in maintaining their sense of superiority or control. The more you try to please them, the more you drain your own energy without ever finding peace. Instead of engaging in their emotional games, choose silence, kindness, or even distance. But expanded, protect your mind from their influence by reminding yourself of your worth and values, regardless of their opinions. In conclusion, understanding toxic people without taking their actions personally allows you to reclaim your power. Their negativity may continue, but your response changes everything. By choosing not to absorb their poison, you build resilience and protect your peace. This is the first step towards mastering the art of dealing with toxic people. Setting clear and firm boundaries is essential when dealing with toxic people because without them, your emotional and mental health can be easily compromised. Toxic individuals often ignore subtle hints or gentle requests. They will test your limits, push your buttons, and manipulate your kindness if you do not clearly define what behavior you will and will not accept. Boundaries are not about controlling other people, they are about protecting yourself. They allow you to create a safe space where your peace, values, and mental health are prioritized. When setting boundaries, it is important to be direct and calm. Express your limits clearly without hostility. For example, if someone constantly speaks to you disrespectfully, calmly let them know that such behavior is not acceptable, and you will end the conversation if it continues. Remember, toxic people may resist your boundaries because they benefit from crossing them. They may accuse you of being selfish, cold, or unreasonable. This is their way of regaining control over you. Do not fall for this manipulation. Stand firm. You are not responsible for their feelings or reactions. You are responsible for your own well-being. Enforcing boundaries might mean limiting contact, changing the subject during conversations, leaving situations where you feel disrespected, or in some cases, cutting ties altogether. Boundaries are not cruel, they are necessary acts of self-respect. When you respect yourself enough to set boundaries, others learn to respect you too, or they remove themselves from your life, which is also a form of protection. In conclusion, setting clear and firm boundaries is an act of courage and self-love. It is your way of saying, I value my peace over your approval. By standing your ground calmly and consistently, you protect yourself from unnecessary pain and reclaim control over your own happiness. Protecting and prioritizing your mental and emotional energy is one of the most powerful ways to safeguard yourself from toxic people. Every interaction you have either gives you energy or takes it away. Toxic people are experts at draining your energy through constant negativity, manipulation, and emotional games. If you are not careful, their toxic influence can consume your peace, leaving you feeling exhausted, anxious, and mentally overwhelmed. To protect your energy, you must be intentional about where and with whom you spend your time. It's important to realize that not every conversation deserves your attention, and not every argument is worth your energy. Walk away from situations that bring unnecessary stress instead of clarity. Say no to invitations that feel draining rather than fulfilling. Give yourself permission to prioritize your well-being without guilt. One of the best ways to protect your energy is by filling your life with activities and people that uplift you. Spend time in nature, practice mindfulness, meditate, exercise, or pursue hobbies that make you feel alive and joyful. Surround yourself with supportive people who respect your boundaries and add positivity to your life. When your energy is renewed through these positive experiences, toxic people will have less impact on your emotional state. Another important step is practicing emotional detachment. This doesn't mean you become cold or distant. It means you learn not to let others control your emotional state. When someone says something hurtful, pause before reacting. Ask yourself whether their words deserve your emotional investment. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's necessary for your mental health and personal growth. In conclusion, your energy is your most valuable resource. By guarding it fiercely, you maintain control over your life and emotions. The more you protect your energy, the less power toxic people have over you, allowing you to live with greater peace and purpose. Letting go with grace and without bitterness is a crucial step in mastering the art of dealing with toxic people. Many times, we hold on to toxic relationships out of habit, guilt, or false hope that the person will change. But holding on to someone who repeatedly hurts or disrespects you only prolongs your suffering. Letting go does not mean you hate the person or wish them harm. It means you are choosing your peace over constant conflict. When you release the need to change them, explain yourself endlessly, or wait for an apology that may never come, you free yourself from emotional bondage. Letting go with grace means you leave the situation with a calm heart, not with anger. You accept that some people are simply not meant to walk your journey with you, and that is okay. This process requires emotional maturity. It means wishing them well from a distance while protecting your peace. It means recognizing that you cannot heal someone who refuses to face their own wounds. Holding on to bitterness keeps you emotionally tied to the toxic person, replaying their words and actions in your mind long after they've left. But forgiveness, even if it is silent and without reconciliation, cuts those emotional ties and sets you free. Graceful detachment allows you to focus on your own growth, joy, and purpose. Life is too short to spend it entangled in relationships that weigh down your spirit. When you let go of toxic people, you create space for healthier, more fulfilling relationships to enter your life. You begin to walk lighter with a heart unburdened by resentment. In conclusion, letting go with grace and without bitterness is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It is a declaration that your peace matters more than the chaos others bring. This is true mastery over your own life.